Harmony Scholarships. Very important, okay? So we have our Harmony Scholarships named after the late June Callwood, a social activist who played a role in founding over 50 social action organizations. Every year, Harmony Movement receives applications from students from all over who are creating a more inclusive Canada in their schools and communities. So right now, attention to the video screen. We're going to learn about the 2016 June Callwood Scholarship winners.
Good evening. It gives us great pleasure to introduce our 2016 June Callwood Harmony Scholarship winners. From Toronto, Anahita Alasvandi volunteers with the Black Student Pride Committee and Gay Straight Alliance. As a dedicated social change maker, she has accumulated over 2,000 volunteer hours in 3 years. Roshana Blair petitioned the Government of Manitoba to bring clean water to Indigenous reserves in the Winnipeg area and volunteers with the Afro-Caribbean Association of Manitoba. Sid Bogman of Victoria, British Columbia, helped create a gender-neutral washroom, developed trans-friendly policies, and educated peers and teachers on transgender issues at his school. Wayne Desmond of New Glasgow, Nova Scotia, is a recipient of the North Nova Making a Difference Award, works with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and belongs to his town's Race Relations and Anti-Discrimination group. From Mississauga, Jordan Gray was a student advisor to the Education Minister on curriculum in Ontario and helped set the framework for It's Never Okay, an action plan to stop sexual violence and harassment in Ontario. Toronto's Fatima Khan co-founded her school's mental health club and volunteers with Variety Village to provide adapted sports programs for people with physical disabilities. Benjamin McDonald started the Black History Club at his Toronto school, taught his peers about anti-discrimination practices, and raised money for organizations that offer mentorship for Black youth. Justine Ricketts blogs about issues affecting her Mississauga community, raised money for the Toronto Humane Society, distributed food with a healing cycle, and managed social media for the Eco Club at her school. From Toronto, Akita Seyram founded the Accessible Education Association in Ontario and launched Limitless Co., a social enterprise that sells buttons to raise awareness about social justice issues. School Council President Timmy Zhao advocated for student voice initiatives and volunteers as the day camp leader. He was elected as the sole student trustee of the Vancouver School Board. Congratulations to our 2016 June Callwood Harmony Scholarship winners. Please give them a big hand.
Are you kidding me right now with what these children, I say children because I'm over 40, but what these kids are doing? All I did was run the fashion show at Cedarbrae. That's all I did. These young youth and inspirational people are the ones that are engaging in social justice activism right now. So how wonderful to see everything that they're doing in their schools and communities. This evening, 5 scholarship winners are close enough to Toronto to join us here on stage, so I'm going to call them up one by one. Our first recipient is Anahita Alasvandi, presented by Hamlin Grange, president of Diversipro, a diversity and inclusion consulting firm on behalf of the Bank of Montreal. And Fatima Khan, presented by Kate Lally, Associate Employee Volunteer Programs with the TD Bank Group. Benjamin McDonald, presented by Bernice Carnegie, former Executive Director of the Herbert H. Carnegie Future ACES Foundation, on behalf of the Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario. We have Akita Seyram, presented by Haran Thurerasa, on behalf of OPSU. And last but not least, Justine Ricketts, represented by her mother, Sybil, presented by Pamela Appelt, popping my peas, retired citizenship judge and a longtime friend and patron of the Harmony Movement. So step up, we're going to take a group photo, and then saying a few words after the group photo will be Benjamin McDonald, who I'll tell you about him in a minute. Okay, now Mr. Benjamin McDonald, you graduated from Upper Canada College, now studying at U of T. Yes, yes, my alma mater. Come on up. We're going to hear from Benjamin now.
Good evening, everyone. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be speaking as the valedictorian of my fellow recipients. On behalf of all of us, I would like to thank the June Colwood Harmony Scholarship Committee. These bursaries will certainly help us fulfill our dreams. We all may have different paths, but one thing for sure is that we are determined to be the best that we can. And thanks to this organization, even a little better. I can't help but think of the words of Og Mandino. So long as there is breath in me, that long I will persist. For now I know one of the greatest principles on success, if I persist long enough, I will win. As we are all in great transitions and settling into our chosen academic paths, we promise to be good stewards of the community as well. It would be remiss of me to not thank all the individuals that have made our journey possible. For many of us, it may be a family member, a close friend, a teacher. I would personally like to thank my parents, my siblings, and all those who have encouraged me and supported me along the way. Thank you, Mom, she would get up at 4:30 to make me a big bowl of Jamaican cornmeal porridge. She always said, "You can't be hungry, boy." So to my fellow recipients, please remember this, and above all, remember the words of Eleanor Roosevelt. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. So continue to work hard, excel, and always remember to give back to the community. So thank you once again to this great organization for making our dreams closer to reality, and I would like to end with 3 popular quotes by Nelson Mandela, one of the greatest persons to walk on this earth. Number 1, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Number 2, I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. And number 3, it always seems impossible until it's done. Thank you.